Yo, check 212. Dylan Reese, Steve Rush in the house. B.O.B. Bobbbaaaay, the best beater man in the cribbo. I got more raps.
Your flow is trash, bro.
No, it's not bad. I just woke up, so I mean, it's a little early in the morning.
Bob, we just did this.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's not pretend like this isn't the second take because you just fucked up early. All right?
Yep.
I like the first take better.
Yeah, it was better.
And here's the thing.
The people at home aren't going to know the rap.
No, you realize. Oh, no, that would have been hard because of the video, too.
I'm not, yeah.
I could have just punched it. But
yeah,
like,
I'm trying to get to the point where I can just sync these clips, hit
right,
upload,
well, let's
and
start
get the
by
fuck out of here.
starting it correctly because then we won't have any problem.
All right, thanks, Mr. Director.
No doubt. You should literally help me produce this because you have no idea what the fuck you're doing.
Appreciate it, bro. Steve, how you doing today?
I'm all right. I don't feel that great.
I know.
Actually, I feel
Second
okay.
time. Okay, guys. Steve is
The
sick.
oranges are gonna help a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's all I'm eating.
Vitamin C, you know.
You ever heard of it?
Yep.
Airborne.
We need to get you another
Did
carrot.
you end up taking that?
Yeah, 3 times.
Does it help?
Or twice. I mean, I feel good. It's just the fucking.
Feel like a rock star.
It's just the headaches and the cough a little bit. Sweat last.
Luckily, you don't have work though, so you don't get really.
Yeah.
You know.
Southwest
I
Airlines.
declined all things today. People were like, "Yo, let's do that."
Decline.
Nope.
Did you just not pick up the call when they call
No,
saying, "Hey,
I'm just saying nope to everything." You have something to do? Nope, can't do it.
all set."
You need me to do? Nope. That's
No.
What
I
if somebody
can't do
places an order for clothes? You're saying all set.
Well, I got to ship out orders. That's the only thing I've obligated to today, and maybe post a couple things because
I gotta
apparently-
ship some hats. So
yeah,
that's
well,
top priority.
Yo, you run a business or what's going on?
Couple of businesses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
couple
If you
minutes.
need any help,
Me too. Actually, let's talk about this.
yeah, let's
I
talk
just
about
filed
it.
my taxes for the first time
Hey,
correctly.
Clap it up, Steve. Clap it up.
It was fucking not fun. It was not fun.
Let's talk about the feds. What are your thoughts on the
Fuck them. That's literally my thoughts.
filing taxes?
Fuck them.
Yeah. How was the
I
process?
lied on my taxes. What?
How was
I wouldn't have stated that.
how was actually the process for you?
I mean, it was actually good because I feel like I learned a lot because I didn't really know how a lot of it worked and like what the purpose of everything is because I never had like a normal job, and also I lived with my parents this whole time up until this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I never had to do shit like because they could just claim me, and it's like their accountant would just look at my shit. I'd be like, "Yo, what do I do?" He'd be like, "Yeah, you're fucking good. You made no money."
Dope.
You know what I mean?
It's good making
or at
no
least
money
like they know.
in the grand scheme of things.
So yeah, I feel like I'm a real adult now. I feel like I'm not gonna go to jail,
Dope.
at least for that.
Well, the feds are gonna be happy you just gave them a lot of money, so that's good.
At least you documented it.
Did you file taxes yet?
No, I did it yesterday.
Dope.
So
I'm still in the running for it.
actually, I didn't even think it went through yesterday, so I have to do it again. So
That's good. That's good.
Oh yeah, you're having trouble.
You
right?
might have to
There's a
put that a little bit higher priority of
fuck
things to
'em.
do.
I mean,
Fuck 'em?
we got time though.
Should the name of the podcast already be fuck 'em? Fuck the
Probably.
feds.
Fuck everyone, honestly.
Yeah.
where are you gonna do your taxes at?
My accountant back home.
What's his
I'm
name?
not that official. Like I'm not like I have an
Official.
accountant. I'm sick, dude. I got an accountant, bro. But,
I don't.
yeah, it's the same
Fuck 'em.
accountant that did mine last year. It's a little weird because with Uber and the podcasting stuff, I can kind of goes together almost. But
The podcasting stuff.
like the equipment and all the expenses that I buy there,
Yeah.
I think I can umbrella. I have to speak to this woman this week, but I think I can like put it all together as one just general thing since I'm not doing millions of dollars.
They're not.
A little less than $1 million, but we're getting
Steve,
there.
you're making millions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
what the fuck you doing?
72,000.
Dope. Just stay how much money you make on podcasts.
No, that was plays on SoundCloud.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
about to say you did fucking pretty good. Your first one.
No, we're talking plays on SoundCloud, baby.
72,000 plays.
72,000 plays.
Congrats.
I made like $200 last year, man. I ain't got much money.
$200.
$200. Bought this equipment and here we are.
Well, you did start this last year, didn't you? No, you didn't.
Beginning this year. Yeah, so
oh,
I
you're talking
lied.
about this podcast.
Yeah, this
Oh,
podcast.
I was talking about Purpose.
Shredding.
Purpose
Wait,
is
we have
2016.
on this.
Nope. Purpose in
I
the
was about to
youth.
say what the fuck.
Purpose
I haven't
in the
looked at
youth.
it, but how many plays we got on this? Like 30.
YouTube's doing really well. We're getting a little over 100 plus a video.
It's not bad.
SoundCloud, I think, is grand total maybe 500 plays, but I mean, still people are actually listening, which is kind of dope. And it's not like we're pushing this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yo, dude, you guys gotta listen to this every week. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. Just put it out there and see who enjoys it, and it's kind of cool just to sit around with my pals and
Did
talk
we get
about
any
life.
Responses last week?
Nothing really.
What was
no.
the question?
No, I didn't get. I don't think I got any
You
comments.
asked the question.
I don't remember. Oh, it was something about pets because you were talking about.
Yeah, naming pets.
You had a beaver.
Some people did
You want a
respond to it.
beaver?
I don't remember what it was. There was a couple people that chimed in.
On the comments.
I gotta do a better job at looking at everything.
Yeah.
Cause
It's good to look.
I just kind of like tune out, and then Wednesday comes, they're like, "Oh shit, podcast! All right, let's do it."
Yeah.
And then I kind of forget.
Any big stories for the past week?
You saw? I was telling Dylan about the fucking Streisand.
Huh?
What's her?
Oh, yo,
Barbra
that's fucking crazy.
Who?
Barbra Streisand.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, well,
Shocker.
How do you not know anyone that lives on Earth?
Bro,
you know that name though, right?
it sounds familiar.
Okay, she's a woman, right? That's all you need.
Oh, is this the one who's trying to run for Congress or no?
Yeah, dude, sick.
No.
Bro, there's somebody in the news right now. They're making a big deal about. I'm like, all right.
Unbelievable.
Bro,
No, she had dogs from 2007, and they're about to die.
she had dogs from
And they're
2007.
about to die, so they took a swab out of their mouths, and then they just cloned all her dogs like a couple weeks or like a month ago.
It's like dogs died, still got the dogs, new dogs.
New dog, like the same exact dogs, but the ones are dead because they cloned them.
Is that fire or not?
Hold on.
That's pretty dope.
Her
They
dogs
took the
were
dog,
old.
cloned them.
They took a swab out of the dog's mouth before
DNA.
they died, froze it or whatever, and then they cloned the dogs. Or dog, I don't know if it was
Yeah, but
plural.
like, is that new clone dog
Yeah, it's
a
the
young
same dog.
a young one or?
Yeah, it's not.
Well, bro, I don't understand.
No,
how
it
you-
just got it.
like
and
if
then
you
died
said you're
again.
gonna clone Dylan, I would just think you're gonna take the exact same 25 years old who he
Well,
is.
you wouldn't be able
create a
to
new one.
age them. I
Yeah,
don't
it's the
think.
DNA. It's like the same dog.
You
Like
have to
it moves the
start from
same, acts the
A.
same.
You couldn't start.
How did you
Looks
hear
the
about
same.
this?
It was on Twitter.
No, that's real though.
I believe it's real,
No,
but I
there's
just
a photo with 'em
I'm just
chilling like 3 dogs. I don't know how many. I didn't read the whole thing. I just read like a little like part of it, but she definitely cloned her fucking dogs, which is kind of crazy. Because I think they had a photo of her with the dogs like in 2007, and then they had the photo with them now.
Mhm.
So it's just like fucking, you know. Actually, I don't know when the dogs died, but definitely cloned the dogs. It's pretty dope.
That's good, man.
You think Kevin Hart did that like a few years ago? And that's why
With
he's like
himself?
successful. Yeah,
I think he has 2 of himself,
maybe 3.
Why would he clone himself?
so you could do more.
Motherfuckers everywhere.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you just have like a bunch of you working through.
But I
three
think the
times
thing
the
is,
rate.
you can only do it up to like a certain size. But he's like the same size as the dog, probably.
Wow.
So they're like,
That would be crazy.
We can still make this work, Kevin.
Yeah.
What if the world just had like a million bearded men of me running around? That'd be sick. Yeah.
Everybody would look like. That's the
They
same
look
thing.
great.
If everybody looked like pigs.
I'll go on a
Why would you
shooting
want
spree.
everybody to look-
Oh, what?
Huh?
Wow. Coming on my neck. Damn, dog. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
That's fire though.
I just
Yeah.
get sleepy.
It's interesting.
Have an orange peel or whatever the fuck.
Throw it back, dude.
Actually, yeah, have the peel too.
Throw it back.
Yeah, don't say that at this time.
No,
Fucking like 10 o'clock, bro.
bro, it's like throwing back a shot. Like, you just get your
Oh,
head out of the
word.
gutter.
It's just like doesn't. It's just you're not saying.
He's
the
like,
context.
throw it back. man."
You guys are literally shot.
Yeah.
You ever been to a bar before? Yo, throw it back. Shot.
Yeah, with a girl maybe. I'm about to be sitting there with dudes. Hey, throw it back.
You ever fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, throw it back. Same thing. How?
No,
it's
I don't
different.
think I've ever said that having sex. Throw it back.
I have.
Never once.
I'm a rapper.
That doesn't surprise me.
I say ratchet
I know
shit.
you do. You're very like the rapper.
I said, bro, I rap.
You're cooked.
That's funny.
Good times.
All right, I brought my one topic.
Uh-oh. Let's get it out of the way earlier.
I already did it.
That was your one topic.
Oh, that was it?
That's
I
fire.
don't fucking know.
All right, I got one.
Been laying in bed for 2 days. Wasn't really
yeah.
thinking about topics.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, you're supposed to occupy your mind,
So I
sitting
was
there all
thinking
day.
about, how far away am I from death?
I just thought about this.
How?
I just,
That's what it felt like.
yeah, a
One,
couple
two,
more
three,
hours.
couple
and
days.
We'll see how this goes. All right, so I'm gonna ask you what you think about this, since you already know what I'm saying. Maybe a little too well. But what do you think it means if a girl comes over your house and she leaves an item
Huh.
and then forgets it?
Well, there Dude.
Does that ever happen to you, Bob?
I think we talked about this before. I think I know where this is coming from.
Yo.
I know where this is coming from.
I don't know.
Okay. So,
Dying here.
if this is just a
loud one.
How was bad?
man, there's so much that can go into this. If person comes over, this girl or whatever, and she leaves, this is the first time coming through, and she forgets something that's, I think she actually forgot something, it's not a big deal. But when you purposefully left something at somebody's house to have a reason to go back, that's a big X. That's a big issue.
So you're saying you give them the benefit of the doubt?
I don't know.
Because I don't.
He says because I don't.
You're a fucking grown up. Collect your belongings
And get the
fuck out of my house. What are you doing? I don't understand.
Some people do that, man. They want a reason to come back.
You could just fucking ask.
Did somebody leave something in here for you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
This is just a topic that came to mind.
Where did it come from?
Don't know. But I just wanted your thoughts.
Yeah, I get a lot of women leaving stuff back here at the content crib to come back to Bob. So
Like it happens every day.
weekly.
Even with you're being funny. I thought you meant like with guests, they like left shit.
Oh no. No, I guess it's all business. We take a quick sweep of the crib before they leave. You got this, you got that. There isn't anything purposefully left behind.
Spider-Man?
I don't know, yo. Check it out. It's red though. It was hurting me yesterday when I was driving around these Uber streets. It's like a pimple, but it's like
you might die.
No, it looks like a.
Appreciate it.
Looks like a
No doubt.
spider bite.
Make sure if you bury me, put the headphones on when you're showing me that record.
I played in one of my songs last night.
The one you recorded yesterday.
Yeah. He's like laying down, and I brought him in headphones. I was like, "Yo, peep this." He's laying there, straight back, headphones on, like
My arms crossed. No. Arms are crossed.
this is like dead. He's like, he goes, music's loud as shit in his ear. He yells, "Yo, if I ever die, this is how I want to be buried, bro." I'm like, huh?
Just bumping records.
He's like, just put the headphones on and let me lay back. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So I think it's one thing if they purposely left it to have a reason to come back.
You have any stories with that?
Yeah, but I'm saying you
They
won't.
have anything relevant.
What I'm saying is you won't really know.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
You have to read it. It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might just forget.
Absolutely.
Or it's like a situation where they're going to be back anyway, so it's not like
That's not a big deal.
they're reaching.
Yeah.
But if it's like a, teeter-totter.
If it's one of those people that there's like a little
It's like, yeah,
go on both sides of
Have you ever seen that? There's a Seinfeld episode where George is like trying to date this girl, and she's like an actress. I think it's Marissa Tomei.
Mm-hmm.
And he like shouldn't even be dating her in the first place.
She's hot as fuck.
I don't know if it's Marissa Tomei, but he's trying to get in, like he's trying to date her, and he has this stupid fucking hat that he's wearing around the city. It's like made out of
I do
rat.
remember that.
And he hides it under her couch, and he like puts a pillow over it.
Yeah.
Calls back the next day. I left
Hey,
my hat there.
there's my hat.
And the hat's not there.
It's not there.
It's just she's like, I don't know, have in your hat. She's like, well, I left it there. No, you didn't leave it here. There's nothing here. It hangs up. He's like, fuck. I don't know where the fucking hat is because I put it there. And she threw it away, obviously. She doesn't want to see him, but.
So do you have any experience with people leaving items behind?
You know.
Here and there.
Back in the heyday.
Anything recently or just
Nah.
nah? Your room's clear. There's not anything left from friends or anything like that.
Yeah, me either.
Couple
I don't know.
perfume bottles. You know.
You know.
No, I don't know.
You're just reaching for a story at this point.
I know.
I
I know there's a story, so I won't keep pressing. But
There might be. There might not be. Who knows?
Well,
What do you guys think about going on a blind date? Would you ever do that?
with someone who's
it
blind?
depends on the situation.
Boy, damn well that's not what I was talking about.
Would you date someone blind?
No.
Would you?
That's fucked up.
What do you mean?
Somebody that's actually blind.
Would you date them?
That'd be so difficult.
I mean,
Why?
What do you mean why? Because they can't see.
That's not difficult. I mean, that's kind of dope.
Oh.
That she doesn't.
all right. So then, what happens if you're dating somebody and she goes blind? You're just gonna
That's not what you said.
Okay. Can
He
you
said,
just
"Would you
answer my
date somebody
question?
that's blind?" It's the same
Depends.
exact thing.
If I'm married,
No. Would you date someone who's blind?
even then, she's not going to see nothing. know what I mean?
What is there to see?
What you won't see won't hurt you, Bob.
Oh.
If you're blind, you're fucking invincible. If that's the case.
Would you do someone blind?
Depends on the situation.
What do you mean?
He's lying. He's just trying to sound like a good guy right now.
Honestly, I don't see why I wouldn't.
So
Unless
you're like, you know, you're out to dinner, right?
You spilled some coffee, bro.
And your boy's like, yo, I got my friend. I want you to meet her. I think you guys would be great. And you're like, all right. You show up. She can't see fucking anything. She has Ray Charles sunglasses on, a dog walking her around. So you're like, yeah, this is definitely a possibility right now. Yeah, I'm into this.
See where the world takes
You're
me.
lying.
See where the world takes me.
You're going to be like, hey.
Well, here's the other thing. To answer, but instead of answering that, I'll just answer this. I wouldn't just go on a blind date.
Period.
No.
Why not?
I'm not against it. I'm not against people that do it. But
Well,
I
when you
wouldn't
just
go on a
said
blind
I
date
wouldn't
tomorrow.
do it. That pretty much means you're against doing it.
Well, I'm not against the idea of it.
But you don't want to do it.
Right now, I don't. In this moment in time, I would not go on a blind date.
Okay.
Why?
Here's
Because
here's my request.
You're going to be like, oh, because I don't have time for that shit, bro.
Here's my request. I need you. I don't need it. I would request you to change the demeanor here a little bit. Because I feel like you think I'm attacking you or some shit, and I'm not. I'm just asking the question. You're like, I would not do that right now. I don't like it.
I don't think you're attacking me at all.
Bro, you need to like change
I'd be
the tone
red.
of voice
I would be
before I
red.
slump you
I'm loud
on
as
camera.
I'm loud anyway.
And I'll slump you, and I'll still put this out.
All right, chill.
I know your passwords.
That's fucked. That is true.
So it's just not something you're into.
Blind dates.
Yeah. Okay, let's say, maybe not right now because, I mean,
I'm cooked.
None of us are like wasting time fucking going on dates anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say you're
I'm successful. Everything's going in
29,
motion. Okay.
loaded. You're like, all right,
All right.
I
got time to kill.
I need to fucking find love.
Yeah.
Or not, just whatever. Would that be something that you would want to do? I think it's fire, personally.
I'll try it. I would try it. I'm not like saying I wouldn't do it, but I would.
I don't necessarily know if it will
work. I think I would kill. I think I would kill on blind dates.
Is like,
Yeah, what if she's fucking whack?
No, let's do the speed dating instead. You know when you
That'd be fire.
That's blind dating, but times X
speed
times
dating.
It's like
2 minutes a person or
it's
something.
like a bunch of people. Huh?
What?
Speed
Jesus,
dating.
Steven.
Take speed and go on dates? No.
Oh my God.
That'd be a different situation altogether.
Jesus.
No, it's like a bunch of people, and then you kind of like file in and out to different tables.
You ever seen Hitch?
Talk for 2 minutes, and then
Dude,
get on the next.
pretty sure he speed dates in Hitch.
That sounds like too fabricated for me. You know?
I feel
like,
that.
all right, we got 15 people set up for you. Figure out one of them.
Yeah.
I pretty much speed date every day with Uber in a way.
Yeah, but you're not dating them, so.
Yeah, and neither are you dating them when you're at these speed dating things. It's just
Yeah, but that's what you're going into it
you're
as.
not
True.
Uber to figure out your wife.
true.
They literally need a ride to the fucking dentist.
Yeah, but they get lucky with me. So they're like, hey, let's go with this. Let's go with this guy. I got some crazy comments. Like, you know, people can leave.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got any bad ones?
Let me pull it up.
I want to see the bad ones.
Bad what?
Let me pull it up.
I want to see the ones.
Grab my phone.
Bob is just not.
I don't think I have any
Because
bad.
the good ones you probably got a lot.
Bad what?
Comments on Uber.
Oh, like as a driver?
Yeah.
Oh man, the 1 stars.
You can see all those? On
No,
Lyft?
so with Uber, people can leave reviews.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm saying, but you're able to see those.
Yes. You can see them.
Did I not make that clear?
Bro, this guy is like. Sometimes he's out of his fucking mind.
I'm out of my
Like
mind.
Bob's a really smart guy, but sometimes he says shit, and I'm like, yeah, you're not listening.
I'm cooked.
Or you're fucking.
Hey,
idiot.
hey, I'm cooked.
Also, Bob can't think if he's looking at a screen
Yeah.
at all.
I'm trying to figure out where this is.
It's the one that begins with U.
Here we go.
The big
Rider
blue one.
feedback. All 5 stars. Let's get it. Your cologne smells great.
You have a clone?
Thank you so much. I'm trying to look for the good ones. Go Pats. Great guy. Awesome
Go
driver.
Pats. You play for the Pats? You lied to them and like, yeah, I play fullback.
Nice beard. Nice photo.
What the fuck?
Much success to you. Hashtag beard team.
He had a beard or something? Or was it one?
Yeah, definitely had a beard. He said, love that Boston accent.
That's
Thanks
so
for the
sus.
ride, masshole, with the emoji with the Slanty face.
It's the smirk?
Get
Get the fuck out of here.
Thanks for the ride, Massel. Keep killing it in LA. See you in New York sometime with a smiley. Whoa.
I'm gonna have to revisit that one.
Jeez, might have to follow up. Yeah, these are all right. I've had some interesting ones.
None of them that says like this guy's the worst driver of all time.
Nah.
State of California should be embarrassed by handing him a license.
Nah, I'm the best in the business, bro.
When I did Lyft for 3 months, I had like 4 bad ones. One of them was didn't pull all the way to the curb.
Oh wow,
That's fucked up. You're supposed to pull
because there was a fire truck there, so it was like, how am I supposed to pull?
So pull in front of the fire truck.
I pulled like parallel
Hey.
with it.
Honk your horn. Tell the fire truck to get the fuck out of the way.
that'd have been a whole different comment.
One time, there was this. All right, this is like a weird story, but
Don't hurt yourself.
There was this woman. I thought she was a woman. This is Oakland. This is
Oakland,
So
California.
I pick her up, and I was like, "Oh, how are you doing? Whatever." She has a man's voice. It looks like a woman.
Okay.
Like deep, like
Like, how you doing?
yeah, I'm great.
So it threw you off a little bit.
And her name on the thing was like Trisha or something, right? So I'm like, whoa, all right. So we're riding and we're driving, and then I have like J. Cole or whatever playing, and it has cuss words on it, and I'm just cranking it. I don't give a fuck. So she's just in the back, just pissed off. I could already tell. And right when she leaves,
Turn this noise down, sir.
Turn this shenanigans off.
we're gonna need you to turn this down. She was about to leave. I drop her off at these sketchy ass fucking warehouses, and like what it turns out is those warehouses burned down, and like this happened last year. All these people died in the warehouses in Oakland. It was the exact warehouse where I dropped. This is like a year later though, but they were doing like these raves there. It was like underground, like no one was supposed to know about it, and it burned down and it killed all these kids, teenagers, like 20-year-olds. But that's where I dropped her off at, and right when she got out, I was like, all right, have a good day, man. And I was saying man, like guys. I wasn't saying it like, you know what I mean? I wasn't saying like, have a good day, man, you man. I wasn't saying like
manly
that.
ass motherfucker.
I wasn't saying it like that. And she looked at me, shut the door, walked away. The review was like 1 star.
Oh, she ate you apart.
He had cuss words in his songs.
He did not respect my gender.
That's
gender
fucked up,
fluid,
Steve.
whatever the fuck.
All right.
Did you go back and apologize? Send her flowers or something?
Huh? Why would I do that?
I would say sorry.
Yeah, go back to the warehouse and find her. Hey, Trisha.
I'm so sorry. Don't leave me a bad review.
Damn, bro.
I've had a couple ones that were like cuss word related, because I just put my phone on shuffle and I was like, all right.
See, that's why I just put like the radio on that I know isn't gonna be saying some fucked up shit.
Yeah. Oh well.
I just try to avoid that at all costs. Put the AirPods on. Feel like I'm like
In a video
the
game.
real deal. Yeah. Uber driver 533. We're on the route for the pickup. Over. I need like a command post or something. That'd be kind of sick. Bob, we need you to go 7th and Ave. All right, cool. Heading down Pico.
The Uber driver and Uber customer, like, communication is so funny because it can go so many ways.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of times where I'm just not feeling it or I'm just like tired. I literally sit in the back, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I can
There's
tell.
not a single eye contact word exchange. It's just like
There's
how's it
always
all right, thanks.
a little bit of word exchange with me. I'll just, hey, how are you today? Good. And I can tell within 2 questions if this person wants to get their shit done or like actually have a conversation.
I remember a week or 2 ago. I forget what I was doing.
a week ago.
That's super not. It's a long time ago, Bob.
It's a good song.
That guy's in jail now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Who is that?
How are the donuts, by the
Bobby
way? Good?
Shmurda. Yeah, they're sweet as fuck. I can't eat too much.
Maple
of that.
sugar, bro.
Yeah.
Dive in, Steven. I saw you reaching.
So
I saw you reaching.
I think it was me and Darius in the back of an Uber, and it was like a pool, and it was like this foreign dude, like, not that, like he could speak English, but like kind of barely, and he was just like,
Kind of barely.
he could kind of speak English, like we could have a conversation if we wanted to, but you could tell he was just one of those dudes like
Give me the
just fucking ready to work.
Those
and
guys are out
drive.
of their mind.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just ready. This girl gets in the front, some like little like
You guys are doing Uber pool.
cute like Asian girl, yeah, Uber pool. She gets in the front. She turns around. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm like, what's up? She's talking to the Uber driver, like forcing it. He's just one word in her. Yeah. Yeah. So it's crazy. The weather here is like, oh, it's so nice. I just came from Maryland and it was
Yeah.
cold. Yeah, it's really nice here. Yeah. So what do you do? Like, why are you? And he's just like, yeah, I drive Uber. Oh, sick. Yeah. And she's going the fuck off. And then it was one of the Ubers where she got out. So like she got in after us, obviously, and then got out before us. So then it was just us again. The dude he drops her off and he turns around. First word he said to us, he goes, "Women always want to talk." And me and Darius started dying because it was just funny because the dude was like fucking pissed.
He's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, he was like probably 60 and like foreign.
There's
Just
people that
not-
force it, and I give them one word answers, and they keep going and going. I'm just like, yeah.
You're the one that's
Well, dude, there's some. If the conversation's good, it's good. But then there's some people that just keep talking and talking.
themselves.
Oh my god, yo, this.
How about
guy-
that dude that was a rapper and had a clothing line, best streetwear brand in the
Bro.
world or some shit?
Yo, these people will just talk out of their ass. That's the one thing about LA. These people talk out of their ass like they are the top of the peaks. This guy was talking about his, clothing line and that he was inspired. One of his biggest inspirations was Marc Ecko. So if he's one of your biggest inspirations,
This
you
is a
should
great-
know.
great story.
You should know a lot about Marc Ecko.
Did
Clearly.
you tell him about the book or something? Didn't you tell me
So
this?
he's like, yeah, Marc Ecko's one of my biggest inspirations. I was like, oh, I just actually read his book. He's like, oh, what was it about? Like, I'm like, dude, it's about his story about him. And he's like,
Oh,
yeah,
what's his story?
Yeah, what's his story? Like, the guy had no, I don't know, he's just off the rails.
Any hospital runs? Sorry, I always ask this. I have to know.
No hospital runs.
Not recently.
Not recently. Yeah, if you take Uber, don't take it to the hospital. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Dude,
you're
do it.
go to the hospital, yeah, take the
you're
Uber.
not
But
bleeding.
if it's literally, if you're bleeding or if it's that urgent, call an ambulance.
Yeah.
Because people just,
You know how much ambulances are though?
they're bread.
Like fucking.
It's like yeah, I was gonna say it's minimum 1,000 a ride. I bet. Yeah, I'm gonna write a book one day on this whole Uber life. I should be like writing down notes of all the stories I have, but I don't. And
Yeah, you should
clearly
do
my
Uber
memory isn't
stories.
great, so it's just going right out the window.
Like
Yo.
little, like poems of Uber stuff.
We got to go to Chick-fil-A this week
Why?
because it's fucking fire.
Yeah,
That's the only reason.
Yep. I just thought of it because you were talking about going on Sunday.
I know that's why I went to McDonald's. I got a bullshit chicken sandwich because I needed some type of like grilled chicken and that, or not grilled chicken, but like crispy chicken, and that was horrible.
Why don't you go to the spot?
This was at 9 p.m. at night on Sunday, my cheat meal day.
Chick-fil-A closes shit on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's so tragic.
And it's far.
That's
I can't
true.
even tell you where a Chick-fil-A is besides the one on Hollywood.
That's the one we went to,
Yeah.
like however long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's butt cheeks.
That's the only one I can think of. Oh, there's one in Palmdale.
I think we got to. Oh, that's
not gonna go
That's
40.
a lot farther.
That's a little bit of ways away.
Yeah.
We got to put
Actually,
in.
no. There's one in Santa Clarita too. That's actually not that far.
What was it?
It makes heat.
We got to. Sorry, we got.
dude?
We got to ban. We got to put in a request with the mayor of Sun Valley. Say we need a Chick-fil-A ASAP.
Yeah, they're not gonna put it in.
You should talk to them since they're the one that sent. They send you the letters
They
and
send
stuff.
me all the shit.
Yeah, all the
They're like,
bullshit.
Dylan needs to know about this.
Dylan needs to know about
Hey, guys.
this. We need his 2 cents.
We're putting in a pet cemetery a couple blocks down. Just wanted to let
Dylan know.
Dylan know specifically in case he has any fucking accommodations or rejections of this. Yeah, hit us back.
Speaking of, you said the Sun Valley, and I'm thinking when you made the comment about up in Palmdale, I haven't we've been here for so long that I feel like I've been just in this igloo of LA since we got here in September. I'm ready to break out.
Yeah.
Saturday was cool. I ended up with Uber all the way down in Long Beach to Orange County, Anaheim, and it was cool to see that parts. But man, I want to do something dope.
I want to go to Santa Barbara.
That I heard is dope.
That's
I've just
far.
never been up there.
Yeah, Jameson's supposed to have a show. Well, you don't know. I don't know if you
I know who Jameson is, but the time you made that comment, I thought you were talking about Jameson, like the alcohol.
Antoine
He has a
Jameson.
show in May in Santa Barbara.
May.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a couple months away.
But I definitely do want to
keep
go
me
to
in the
Santa
loop.
Barbara. I like Santa Barbara.
I heard it's
Yeah,
beautiful
it's fire.
out there.
But
beautiful.
it just got burned a lot up there.
Yeah,
Like, a lot of it's fucked up there.
the fire and I would assume the mudslides too.
I don't know about the mudslides. But I don't know if they've been getting mudslides, but I know the fire fucked some shit up.
Damn.
Yeah, did you see when you filed taxes that you could we're in the burned area?
Yeah,
We
I
coulda
didn't do it
technically done
because
we didn't really have anything.
Yeah.
To do, but
I saw that.
we could have taken a tax break because of the fires.
We were affected by the fires and
But
blah,
we
blah, blah.
weren't, so that
Yeah.
would be complete bullshit.
Yeah, but it always.
Yeah.
Life is bullshit,
Is it?
bro. Like, what is this?
What is this?
I have
What
no-
are we? What is the purpose?
Treadmill, bro.
No, like you're joking, but like
No,
dead
I'm
ass.
being dead ass. I think about this shit. What's this? What are we doing?
What's the end
right
goal?
now? Like we're just three guys sitting in this house in California.
This
on
is
a
literally the
Wednesday
problem
at
I have in my
11
life. I
a.m.
don't see the end goal to anything. I don't see, like, what the fuck are we doing? What is this gonna do? This is like why I see like everything is just like, what? In 10 years, what are we gonna be doing? I literally think like this shit is just not gonna last 10 more years.
The world?
I just don't think so.
Why wouldn't it?
Just how everything is right now, I just don't see it. I just don't
so
see
we
it.
should
I
just
don't know.
fold our cards.
No, I'm not saying fold the car. I just find it like I literally wake up some days and I'm just like, well, motherfuckers just don't care. So why do I care? People just don't care about shit, anything.
Yeah, I agree.
People will fucking throw shit out of their window while they're driving a car.
I see it every day.
Fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
It hits your car. I don't give a fuck. Oh, okay. Well, that's how my day's going.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
see a lot of those people, and I like wonder in my mind what is their purpose on this world? Like, what do they do?
I think some people don't have a purpose. I don't think everybody can have a purpose, right? There's 7 billion people. Everybody has a purpose.
It's hard to say that, but I think some people's purpose is less complex than others. But not everyone even knows what their purpose is.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, some people's purpose isn't like, oh, I'm going to fucking start a podcast or, you know what I mean, do something out of the ordinary. Some people's purpose is just working at a 9 to 5, being a good father, and fucking that's it.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean?
Huh.
But people just don't know what the fuck going on, so there's some people doing some out of box things that they don't need
like
to.
you were saying, if Jim Norton had a kid.
Oh man. Yeah, don't do that. His purpose is he's doing exactly what he should be doing.
Yeah, entertainment.
He's doing stand-up comedy, radio, just being a fucking jackass, not having a family,
I think some people shouldn't have kids, and he's probably one of them.
fucking trannies
I
and
think
shit.
he knows that, though. That's the thing. I think
How many kids does he have?
He doesn't have any.
Oh, he doesn't have
He's
any.
fucking
No,
out of his
no.
mind. You've seen his stand-up, right?
I don't think
think
you
so.
have. He's like a random dude, but yeah, that dude's cooked.
Like, legit. Like, you thought, like, Jim Carrey and all these people were, like, cooked. This motherfucker's just, like...
Jim Norton's like borderline in a fucking like psych ward, like right on the line. Like if he was, I wouldn't be like, yo, come on, that's wrong.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh,
That makes sense.
he must have did one more thing that wasn't good.
And he doesn't do drugs or anything.
Yeah, he's just a weirdo.
He's just weird.
But I like him.
He had a weird upbringing, I guess.
I would assume so.
What were we talking about before that?
Just people's like purpose.
Purpose. I don't know.
Purpose.
Even though like this, like the hunt, even like uploading today's episode, in the hunt of all this shit, at least I can wake up every day and chase something, right?
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know, because some people just go through the bullshit.
Groundhog
Just
Day.
the bullshit. That's all it is.
Should have watched that movie.
Just need to
Um,
put on things to do list.
there was that scene where he was like, what did he say to the two drunk dudes?
Oh, he was like, guys, you ever fit? Because he was so Groundhog's Day is a movie where he wakes up and it's the same day. Literally, it's February 2nd again. Groundhog Day. Does the same shit. Walks outside. Goes says the same people. Everyone thinks it's still Groundhog Day, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he can't snap out of it.
Isn't there a movie like that with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, Click.
Yeah, they low key like kind of copied it, but Groundhog
okay.
Day is way better. Fuck Click. I'm anti Click. I don't like that movie.
Wow.
Um,
Hit a nerve right there.
yeah, that shit was annoying. But anyway, yeah, he was like talking to these dudes at a diner because like they're not in that situation. Only he is, so they don't know what he's talking about. And he's like, "You guys ever feel like you wake up every day and you know there's no purpose? Every day is the same. I'm stuck in the same place. No one cares and no one understands me or whatever." And the dude just like, yeah, pretty much sums it up. And they're just like living their everyday life. So it was just funny.
Drunk as fuck at the bar.
It's just like a random dude. Like you
Yeah.
could tell he like doesn't fucking have any aspirations.
But it was like funny, but it was like sad.
yeah.
Because it's like that's how some people's lives are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. What's not to unless you have any final
Nah, go
comments.
ahead.
What is something about your childhood do you think most people might not know? Even your closest friends might not know.
Like a story or like a thing.
A story or a thing.
I used to think I was poor.
Like actually poor.
Yeah, for like 6 months, I used to tell my mom, we're poor. I don't know why I always did.
What the fuck?
And my mom was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I dead ass used to cry like, we're poor. I don't know why I thought this.
How old were you?
Maybe like 7 or 8, maybe.
That would be, what grade is that?
3rd or 4th.
Okay.
Maybe, no, I probably was younger than that. I was probably like 6 because I wasn't in 3rd grade. My parents were still together. I don't know. I was telling Brandy this shit. And she was like, why would you think that? And I was like, I don't know. I just used to tell my mom, we're poor. She used to come, why are you saying that?
You literally be crying?
I would literally be like crying in the bathroom. Like, we're poor. I don't know. Maybe it was something. I don't remember like why I did that. I just, for 6 months, I was just like, we're poor.
Yeah.
But we weren't poor. I was just like, we're poor.
You're poor.
I don't know why I thought that.
It's weird when you're a kid, like psychological things like that.
You're just like, oh, now we're poor.
What you got?
I was just thinking about it. I don't really know. There's things that I thought when I was a kid, but I think it's just because I was a kid. It wasn't like specific to my childhood. You know, like I didn't know that other places didn't have 4 seasons.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh, it's winter.
This is how the world
it's fucking
is.
snowing. It's cold as shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not me. That's just if you grew up in a place with 4 seasons, it's probably what you think.
Yeah, you didn't have
That's the
internet.
thing about a kid. Like you only know what you see and what you're told. Like you don't, especially like. I mean, we were kind of in that era where we grew up without the internet, and then the internet grew up as we did. Like we were kind of like the last like
I was just thinking
group.
this the other day.
You know what I mean? Like anyone younger than us, people that are like 18 right now, they've had internet since they were fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Like
We saw
5.
this. We were part of the swing.
Like when I was like 10 or like 11, I remember like people started having cell phones
Yeah.
and like shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But I never like.
We were part of that transition.
So basically, the point is like you only know what your parents say or like what you see in the environment you grow up in. So there's no way to like research other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe even kids now that are 6, they were like, they might know that in California it doesn't snow.
yeah.
Yeah, they could always look it up.
Like I wouldn't fucking know shit. Like
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
like, this. I walk outside every day. This is what I see. So I don't know. Maybe that's just specific to our like generation, not necessarily
When people
where
grow,
we grew up and shit.
when that's what I tell people when I'm talking to them out here, and they're like, "Oh, how was it growing up there?" Now that you're living in LA, I'm just like, that's all I knew.
It's normal,
so it felt normal.
Yeah.
And like the season changes, you change. There's this whole, you know, when the summer comes, everybody's outside, and then fall comes, like football season, everyone starts putting on their hoodies, and then winter comes, you get your jackets out. So that's all you know. So that's all you think like life is until you get to, I think probably like you're saying like 10, 11, 12, you start watching movies and seeing other parts of the country. And that's when in like 5th grade when I really started to get pulled to LA. I wish I knew the exact moment of why LA, but it was around like 5th grade. But it's funny because like you said, you grow up in those seasons and it's just like, this is all we know. This is all. And then you move out here and I'm meeting people. I'm like, yo, you have no idea.
Also, I used to think my dad was tall.
Really?
That motherfucker's not tall though. It's like 5'6". So
I used to think
I was like, yo, this dude is fucking huge.
my father has, I don't know why, a picture. He had a picture of him taken with a Bruins jersey on.
Yeah.
Like a professional picture taken. Of course. why am I not surprised now that I think back? But
Yeah.
like literally
Yeah. He would still do that
like,
right now.
like from the waist up, very professional in front of like a backdrop with a Bruins jersey. And I would tell kids at school that my father used to play for the Bruins.
Like, yeah, my dad's a hockey player.
I thought, I literally was like, yeah, he used to play for the Bruins, or he was like affiliated with them somehow.
And people bought it? Or?
I don't remember.
I probably told you we were full
This
of
was
shit.
below like 6th grade. That's when I started to become full of shit, and it just tumbled after that. And we're still full of shit. 2018, 24 years, we're still full of shit. Kind of interesting story, but when I was in 3rd grade, I remember I had this issue when I was in kindergarten, preschool. Like my mom would drop me off at preschool, and I would lose it. Like start bawling my eyes out, like wouldn't want her to leave, whatever. And then I remember in 3rd grade, it's crazy. I was like having these issues where I think I thought my parents were gonna die, like I was gonna leave them, like go to school one day and then I was gonna come back and they were gonna be gone.
Yeah.
And I was having nightmares, like I couldn't sleep at night. Literally got pulled into the guidance counselor at Barry because
Classic.
Barry,
Dude,
great school.
that was a great time.
Great school.
What was that? Preschool through 5th grade?
Kindergarten.
Or kindergarten through fifth grade?
fifth grade.
Sorry.
Great school.
Great times.
But I remember getting pulled into the guidance counselor's office to sit down and like talk things through because I was just so like bawling my eyes. I was in third grade. I'd come home. I'd have to like sleep in my parents' room on the floor just because I felt like they were gonna leave me. I don't know. It was crazy. Yeah. But if I talk to my mother now, I don't think we've ever talked about it ever since. So I'm sure she's gonna see this and start laughing because, wow, I remember
she's
that.
Gonna say, "Ha, what a pussy."
It's crazy. But I just remember it was around third grade. I was having like the toughest time, and even in kindergarten, she gave me this like keychain to carry, and or not kindergarten, in preschool when I was first starting to have these issues, to carry this keychain, and then anytime like I felt like I was about to like start crying or lose it, I would just like hold on to the keychain, and it would get me through it. Yo, it's crazy.
That's funny.
It's fucking adorable.
All right, not adorable.
It is.
It's a crazy, random story, but I think one thing that
And then the credits rolled and the
honestly,
movie ended. Starring Robert Hobart.
I've always, you know what's one thing truthful? I love the internet. I love YouTube, and I love just being completely honest with people because I don't give a fuck. And everyone is an emotional human being, but I've always been, I think, very emotional. And sometimes things get to me, and I don't let people see it in front of everybody, but then like it'll bother me for a long time. Like it'll bury me deeper than it should. I think I've gotten much better at it, even in just the last couple of years, just mentally. I think that's probably from like a lot of the meditating stuff, is I mentally have gotten emotionally stronger. But I definitely look back and think that I was not always the same emotionally, I don't want to say stable, but the same emotional control as people around me were, if that makes any sense.
Like you were less?
No, I could literally cry over things that people would be like, what the fuck are you crying about? You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Like if someone stole your
Like I'll come over and be like, "Yo, Bob, your shoes are fucking stupid." He'll be like, "Don't say that to me. My mother bought these." I don't know.
No. He's fucking,
yo, Bob, your shoes are fucking whack.
Yeah, he's lying. But
don't say that.
It wouldn't be over shit like that. But I definitely I can look back.
Nah, for some reason now that you're saying that, I kind of remember like certain situations, but I can't think of what they are. And I remember, like, I'm not even trying to joke around. Like I remember like.
Recently? How recently?
No.
Okay.
Back in the day, like middle school and shit.
Yeah, like last week he told you
that too, but that's just because
he called you pussy. You cried for 3 hours.
Nah, I wish I could remember a specific situation, but like that, like for some reason rings a bell.
I can't think of anything.
And I never thought it was a bad thing either.
Yeah,
because I'm like kind of the same way.
Yeah,
I'm just like probably better at like.
You're like a
masking
stonewall.
it.
You're good.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was talking to my sister about
That's why
this.
I'm good at like sarcasm.
Yeah.
Because I can just be like.
You know what's funny? I was talking.
But inside I'm dying.
I was talking to my sister about this. Dylan, literally growing up with like, been in communication with this kid for the last fucking 15 plus years strong. But especially when he started to have the music, and I didn't realize it until more of like the last couple years, right? So we're growing up. I'm having like my emotional things with whatever is going on, and I probably vented to him. And he's always been somebody that he doesn't necessarily need somebody. I mean, it's funny I'm talking like him. Look, he's right here. No, but he's always been somebody that doesn't need to really speak it to anybody. And I think it's because he's always had, now especially with the music, he can write a record, and people forget when he puts out a song, or anybody that puts out a song, you hear these lyrics and you're like, oh, this is a great song. But if you actually listen to what he's actually saying, like that's coming from somewhere. So it's like, it's funny because we grow up, even last couple years, I'm always emotionally like talking things through about all this other bullshit that I got going on. And he's just like taking it, giving me back what I need to hear. But he's never looking for my advice or needing it because he has an outlet to do that. Yeah.
It's definitely true. I've poured my little soul into many songs over the years. And that's how.
It's pretty fire.
That's how I like vent and communicate those thoughts. And it's dope that
you get paid.
Well, not that, but
get that money, baby.
The fact that like other people can like relate to it without even me saying it to them directly. Yeah. It's like I'm just putting it out, and then someone will hit me up and be like, "Hey, I went through that same thing," or I relate to this a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a pretty unique situation, which is why it's like, I don't know.
Fire.
I think being emotional is healthy. I'm definitely emotional, but like you said, I handle
you're
it
good at
differently.
hiding it. I don't want to.
It's not even like I'm hiding it because it's like I'm putting it out in a different way. I don't need to talk about.
I got you.
Shit.
I think he's more vulnerable than all.
Yeah, I definitely. I really am. Because if something happens, I'm like, that's a fucking whole song. Like I can make an album about one thing.
Yeah.
I've done it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's pretty unique though. Like, and I feel like I kind of used it the same way, like playing basketball. Like we always go back to this because it's just
the roots
part of our
what we
life.
did. But even before music, I would just work out and try to get better at basketball. If I'm going through something, like I would just use it as fuel to like put it behind something else. And obviously that's not a like topical form of communication, but it's like you can see with the way I played, like I was passionate about it because that energy was coming from something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to just have like a perfect life and then be passionate about one thing,
I was thinking,
whether it's like direct or not, you know?
yeah. No, I feel you. That's exactly how I feel.
That's why all artists of any form are usually like fucked up in some way or sensitive, or they've had a weird, unique upbringing, like whether you're an actor, comedian, whatever, you know. It has to stem from something. Otherwise, it's pretty obvious when something isn't emotional. And I don't mean emotional as in sad. I mean like anything.
Anger.
Comes from anything, any type of emotion.
Happiness.
Yeah.
Do you think, well, I saw one of my friends tweeted this. He's talking about how men's like mental health is never talked about. Yeah. Because it's like
we're the big guy.
It's like who gives a fuck almost.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be alpha.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like, what do you I don't really have a question yet, but what do you
2 cents on it?
Yeah,
what do you think?
Well, that's why
you think like it should be talked about?
That's why
or do you think we should just be like push it down?
It needs to be talked about.
Up?
That's why I talk about like my personal meditating and even some stuff that I'll open up about, like being the kid and being emotional, but I'm still an emotional person as it is today. I don't come off as, oh, I'm this big, like, oh, I'm tough as shit and I'm the fuck boy and all that shit. Like, nah, like I'm an emotional person.
People that aren't emotional are fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like what? You're a human.
I think everybody's emotional. I think it's just people hide it.
That's the shit that's weird though. It's like,
yeah, but you need to hide it sometimes.
To an extent.
You can't.
To an extent.
It's situational, obviously, but
because if like you're so like brick wall and there's no way for you to let that out, it's like how do you feel compassion or have any fucking morality? You know what I mean? Like you're just fucking out of your mind.
Yeah.
You need to have emotions. It's healthy.
I agree.
Everyone should have a way to let it out. Even if it's, like I'm saying, like I said, it doesn't have to be direct, but it's like, you have to deal with it some way. And that's why people have fucking therapists and shit. Yeah. Like, that shit is healthy.
Yeah.
I've noticed that I've been doing a morning, well, it used to be a morning journal, but now it's a night journal because I can't fucking get myself, I can't get myself to write in the morning. So I write every night before I go to bed, and I'll just write about the day sometimes. Some days I don't write anything. Like, I'll just write, like, the last 4 days I've been writing, like, just shit about
hey, what's
being
up?
sick.
Like,
you have conversations. You have conversations
my head
with yourself?
is fucking pounding. Good night.
I'm about to throw back
literally, that's what it is. I'll write the date, and then I'll write, like, a little, like, what the thing is. But writing out, like, how I felt that day or whatever it is, or something that was pissing me off, why it pissed me off, just writing it out. Just kind of has been helping. It's little.
No, even something simple like that that's it. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
And no one even has to know. Like, we didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Fucking live right here. You know what I mean? So it's like that right there is just enough to like
keep it moving,
get it out of you, and like cope with yourself almost.
Yeah. It's definitely therapeutic.
I was doing that morning journal for a little while.
Yeah, it's hard.
It worked, but the morning I just.
I'm probably in Steve's journal a lot.
You are? Probably some
He's
bullshit.
probably like, yo,
I might try the
fuck
night
this
one.
kid.
Though. I might
He's
try the
fucking
night
playing music too loud. I don't know who the fuck he thinks he is.
I don't ever really.
You know what I want to
It's
get?
really just about
There's-
me.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just playing.
maybe if I might get myself, I might force myself to buy it because then it formalizes and makes me feel like I have to do it. But there's like a gratitude journal where you write it in the morning and then you write it at the end of the day, and that's supposed to, recently posted about it. I saw him on his Instagram story was Anthony Russo, and I saw him post and I was like, damn, I actually need to get one because I wanted to. I think Nolan Smith, he talked about it in the podcast that I did with him.
I was asking him,
but
about
like a
that.
gratitude journal, you can write out, in the beginning
you don't
of your
have
day
to
and
buy
at the
a
end.
gratitude journal. You could just write out how you feel.
I know, but I'm saying if I bought it, it would force me to stay committed.
That
to
would
it.
make me not want to do it if I bought it.
Why?
Because it's just like telling me to fucking write it.
That's how you are, and that's how Bob is. It makes perfect sense.
No, it actually makes perfect sense because I'm gonna go to the store and buy Colgate toothpaste.
That was
Hold
so
on.
fire.
I'm gonna go to the store and buy Colgate toothpaste. Steve's gonna say, "Fuck this." Order like some shit from Maine. And
Yo, what everyone else is doing, not doing
Not
it.
doing it.
I'm
not
finding
having
another
it.
way.
Not having it.
That is literally.
That
I
shit
love
is
it.
so true.
I literally love that. Stuff.
Bob literally looked up popular toothpaste that I should buy.
100%.
Colgate, White, Fresh Mint, whatever he said. Oh, they have it at TVS for $2.59. I'm gonna go get it right now.
Amazon. Get it.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a contrarian. I don't know why.
I love it.
That shit is so perfect. That was like the best example
That
of
was-
like how you guys are different.
I just can't.
We have a great dynamic here.
That's funny how you guys noticed that
What?
that I'm opposite. Like,
Every time.
100%.
and that's really a
Even
problem.
the soap, the dish soap. I don't know who bought the new
I
stuff.
bought that new stuff because they didn't have the other one.
You know
Wow.
what
went
else?
on brand with the. I think
know.
that's.
You know what else you
Dawn.
are?
Huh?
You know what else you are
What?
that I like about you?
What?
You're extremely curious about everything.
I know
Yeah.
it's not good though.
You should be
Almost to the point
Hey.
where I'm like, Steve,
No, it's really bad.
calm it the fuck
You
down.
should be the detective.
But that's
Dude.
why you're like Nate in that way.
Yeah, I know.
Nate
and
is
Nate-
asking me about
Hey.
fucking everything.
you and Nate,
Hey
two
man,
peas in a
why
pod.
do you do this? Why do you do this like that? I'm like, I tell him, and he's like, well, do you think that's really the best move? Because according to my calculations, if you do it, I'm just like, yo, calm the fuck down, bro. I got this. You know what I mean? But it's like it's good because that's why you guys are smart.
You guys
That's
are
why you
smart
guys.
individuals.
That's why you guys understand
Hey,
shit.
calm the fuck down.
No, it's dead ass. I'll be telling Nate like, yo, take a deep breath, man. I got
Take a
this.
step back.
Sometimes I'll ask you something, you'll be like,
Yeah,
All
dude. I'm literally gonna start telling you what I tell Nate. Like, hey, I got this, man. And don't take it in a bad way. It's not like
a step
no,
It's
but
not-
I know when I'm asking.
it's
too
not
much with
me
you.
saying, hey, Steve, shut the fuck up. I don't want to tell you about this. It's like there's no need to have this conversation.
I just want to know
because this is the difference between you and Nate. Nate registers everything, and it's in his brain for the rest of his life. You forget the shit the next day. And ask me the same question, bro.
No,
And I'm like,
forget
yo,
the
I literally
important shit.
just told you this.
Yeah.
You're like, really? Nah, you didn't
Yeah.
tell me. I'm like, bro,
I just
if I could rewind literally our life, we could have the same
well, you know what the
conversation.
problem is when you're telling me, I'm thinking about other questions.
Yeah, you got to slow
You
it
gotta
down.
stay in the present,
Dude,
bro.
I know. That's something I'm really trying like this year is stop being so much questions because like
No, asking questions.
no,
is good.
but it's everything, bro. It's
like what? What's
It's
in your mind right
useless.
now?
let's say
It's
you had a
useless
girlfriend
info.
right now.
It's useless
I'd be
info.
asking, oh, is she from? Where's she from? Oh, what's she do? Where's she work? Oh,
That
who's
shit
she-
goes
Yeah,
like
but-
this.
Bro, why do I need to know that? I don't need to know that.
I think it's good to be naturally curious and want to
Nah,
know.
I need to chill the fuck
He
out.
said, nah.
I need to chill the fuck out. That's how my mom is, man. My mom will. I'll call. She'll be like,
I guess
oh, what are
there's
you doing? How are you doing? Where you at?
There's
You
a
at work?
certain
You
line. There's a
eat?
certain but that's every mother. They're gonna
That
call
shit
and
is
ask. My mom
unreal.
asks me the same shit. But I'm saying there's a certain line to draw in the sand where you go, okay, I'm asking shit that I don't need to know,
Yeah.
and then
No, I'm definitely being more conscious of stuff that I
That
need
shit
to
is
know.
hilarious. though.
here's a perfect example. People need to stop diving into shit that doesn't matter. Like I see things that happen on Twitter and the world. Now I'm not talking about deaths and certain tragic moments, but I'm talking about I'm trying to think of what's something recent, but people just nosedive into consuming everything and anything about this one situation that has no impact on their life or death to anybody, and they just go all in for like 3 hours and they're consuming. It's like, okay, here's my opinion, and they move on to the next
Yeah,
thing.
no, it's unreal.
It's like, yo, calm the fuck down. You don't need to, that's irrelevant to you. That does not directly affect any of us. So don't go all in on that.
But
Why don't you
that's not
spend that
being
3
nosy.
hours?
Here's where
That's not being curious, though.
I sort of disagree with you on that
Wow.
Let's hear it.
because you have to have the state of mind to be able to consume everything, and then determine what you value and what you don't, and what actually holds substance and what doesn't. Because if you just say, all right, none of this shit matters, I'm not doing this, I'm not looking at anything over here anymore, then you lose a grasp on the way the consumer's brain works.
Okay.
And how you can either market things or just like understand the culture of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why like I consume probably just as much as I create, and I do a lot of both. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the consumption is fucking useless, but I know it right away, but I'm still taking it for what it is, and then it's up to me to make nothing or something out of it.
Okay.
Moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say there's a certain point of consumption.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I think a lot of people go surpass that and go so much farther.
Well, that's because they're not also
a producer.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I think you're hitting on a point of.
But I think sorry, not to cut you off, but I think if you're a producer, it's actually really important.
You need to understand
you
the
have
market.
to understand.
You need to understand what everyone else is doing. I completely
agree. You want
agree.
to like have a balance.
I completely agree.
No, but I think you're saying is people. Let's say the Streisand dogs, whatever I said earlier. Some people would be like, "This is not morally right. We're cloning dogs, and this isn't what we're supposed to do."
And they're going to go into looking.
They're
how do you
blog about it? They're going to tweet about it. They're going to get a petition
saying.
going. I think that's what you're saying.
Yes.
It's like, why are you caring about dogs?
Yes.
It should be like it's cool.
But then there's the other side, and Bob doesn't even know who Barbra Streisand is.
Yeah.
That's my point.
It doesn't matter.
It does though. She's like important
for the record.
To somebody.
Okay, listen.
Like she's super successful.
Okay, it's episode 9. Let's just get this straight across because this is gonna happen as the episodes go. I will fucking admit I've always been bad with names, and I should know who that is, but I don't. And
You're
there's
not
a
bad
lot
with
of
names.
people.
You're just bad.
Yes, I am. There are a lot of people.
I'm bad with names.
Nah, there are a lot of
this
people.
Dude don't even know my name.
Even that movie, I didn't want to say last night, but straight up, that movie you're watching last night, I've seen that lead actor everywhere. I have no fucking idea who that is.
Bill Murray.
That's who it is, actually.
You know who that is.
No, yeah, so I know who that was. But, yo, it's just straight up, I'm just not even going to duck it anymore because I don't know who.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just, I don't know why the fuck I don't. Dude, athletes, you could ramble off players, and I won't even know who the fuck they are.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay.
It's a weakness, and I hate it. Shout out to Evan Healy. If you hear this, one of my homies from college, this dude could meet 100 people in a room and know every single person's name.
Yeah, he
comes across anybody on TV, in person, and he knows like this. That's one thing that I always admired about that kid. I was like, yo, he knows every single person's name. He knew you driving out here. He met you one time before. I mean, you and I think
Steve 5-star vintage blonde hair.
Yeah, no. On a podcast too. And you were like, "Oh, yeah, that was your roommate, Evan." I think it was when we were.
I remember him. I remember meeting him.
You remember that?
Like, yeah, I remember meeting him.
God awful with
because I remember he was asking me a lot of questions about my business.
And that's why you guys connect. Ask him questions.
Yeah. It's not even just about names though. I'm not trying to shit on you.
I know you're not.
This is not like me like coming at Bob.
But the real point.
I'm just saying it's important to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. It is.
And also,
but also you're that way too, though. You don't give a fuck about politics. You couldn't tell me one thing that's going on about.
I don't give a fuck.
I know.
That's different than not knowing.
I know, but you just got through saying that people should know.
Yes,
you're saying Bob should know about
Barbra
Streisand,
right.
Well, why shouldn't you know about
You're
Trump?
100% right.
You just bent him over.
You're 100% right. But here's the thing, like
I wasn't trying to.
It just comes down to like what you value in terms of like what you can make the most out of.
So
like
you're putting Barbra Streisand and Trump.
Yes.
I feel it.
Like culturally,
yeah.
Trump is like a fucking idiot. Like clearly, like you know what I mean. Like any political information is gonna go in my brain and out the other side because I don't value it and it's never affected me. Culture in terms of music, movies, sports, the way people consume content, it's literally how I make a living. I have to understand what's going on and like the history and present and future of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
That's how we all
politics. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's how we all make a living. We're all content producers.
How are you
that's literally my point.
Content crew.
That's literally my point.
You know what the fool.
All right. You're missing the point, I think.
I know. I do get what you're saying.
No, I get it.
This dude is on podcast talking about shit. Sometimes he's like, yo, Dylan, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but I'm just going to play it off, and then I'll ask you later, or I'll look it up.
I'm good.
Well, you have guests?
Unreal.
I know how to play it out, bro.
Oh, like when they're saying something, you don't ask questions?
I have no idea. And
no, he does, and they'll say someone's name, and they'll be like, yo, this is a big deal. And he'll be like, oh, that's great. And
why don't you, what episode are you talking about?
Tim LaRue.
I know exactly what you're hitting at.
Unfucking believable.
What did he say?
He's like, Bob's like talking about like
I
the
looked
journey. No, it was really dope how he played it off. I even texted him and I said the exact same thing. And I go, I didn't even say he played it off. I said the line he said. He starts dying. He was like, yo, I knew you were going to know. I didn't know who that was. He's like, yo, Tim, tell us about the come up, blah, blah, blah. Tim LaRue's cousin Stiz manager.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, like, whatever. We put the song out. Leor Cohen calls me.
Mm-hmm.
And he pauses because you should be like, whoa, shit.
Yeah. I don't know who that is either. But.
Okay, that's right.
So
Bob goes, wow. Tim, for the listeners that don't know, why don't you tell us who that is? So he goes and explains that.
But great, because listen, I don't want to look like an idiot and be like, who is that? And then he's sitting there explaining directly to me. Yeah. No, I want you to paint the picture of the story and tell us.
That's a good
so
way.
No,
I
totally.
Like a pimp.
Totally. That shit was great.
So who is that? I don't want to know now.
We're gonna.
Tim,
That's another.
Bob, why don't you tell?
We'll go into that. Question of the day. We're at 60 minutes on the clock. This has been a great podcast. I'm really stoked with this one. Question of the day. What do we got, fellas?
And I'm not trying to shit on you, man.
I know. I love it.
You know.
Yo.
What's
drop shit bombs on my face. I don't care.
What?
Pause. Nothing bothers me. Question of the day though. What do we got? We talked about a lot. Q of the D. You know me.
Q of the D.
Q of the D.
Man, I have no fucking idea.
All right. Yeah, I don't either.
I was gonna say something about. I can't think of a good alternative.
Ask you know what? Question of the day. Give us a topic for next week you want us to talk about. I think we talked about a lot of random shit, but this was all personal.
That makes
stuff.
our life easier.
Feed us with comments and topics that you want us to talk about.
Please.
We'll talk about anything.
We'll talk about anything.
Anything.
This is the Breakfast is Served podcast, which the Content Crew. We'll catch you guys next week. See ya.